Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for stopping on by for another video. Today we're going to be unboxing Marvel's Wasp. I just picked this up a few moments ago on the cheap over at my local Walmart. They had it on sale for about 13 bucks or so, so I figured that was perfect price point for me for this particular figure. It's kind of funny. I've got Ant-Man right here. I was bidding on him at one point on eBay, and I lost the bid, but I ended up getting him for cheaper on Walmart, and the same exact thing happened to Wasp. Just lost the bid last night, but I got her cheaper in a store tonight. So that's kind of cool. I'm pretty stoked to have her. I'm honestly more excited to have the figure than I am really into the character itself. But I figured it was the perfect matchup for Ant-Man. Paul Rudd needed a little buddy. So without further ado, let's crack this thing open. Got my handy dandy knife here. Good old Leatherman mutt. So let's see what we got here. Lady at Walmart was super chill. Originally I think it was going to ring up for 18 something. I don't know. And she was like, yeah, I'll honor the online price. They're pretty good about that. Which means a lot, because I like saving money where I can, especially on my action figures, because they aren't cheap always. I've got my eye on a Captain Marvel at work, so I'll be picking up that soon for freezies, because I've got store credit stashed away. So you'll be seeing a video of that here real soon. I guess I should have talked about the packaging a little bit before I cracked it open. It's got two pictures of Wasp in a comic book form, which I thought was interesting. They usually have actual shots of the actor on the side from the MCU, but they switched it up on this one for some reason. And on the back, it's got the Wasp, and it's got the Build-A-Figure Call Obsidian, who I don't care about, but I do have the Black Widow figure already, and her Build-A-Figure piece. I've obviously got Ant-Man right there, and now Wasp. So three out of the what, 6 figures in that wave. I will probably not be getting the rest of them. I don't care about them, and I don't care about Cole Obsidian really. But you know, it is what it is. So there she is, out of there. There's Cole Obsidian's head. Actually a pretty cool facial sculpt now that I look at that. Let me take a look at that first. Maybe this will persuade me to build the rest of the figure. Fun fact, I've never actually built a Build-A-Figure. The only one I've got is technically Thanos, but I got the triple pack with him already in there. And they are going to make me work for it like they oftentimes do. But there he is. He's looking pretty cool. Got a lot of nice detail in that face. Wow. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Cool looking dude. Not too shabby. So in said packaging there, I forgot to mention one other thing, but that I'll get back to. Here's her backpack, or her little wings all folded up inside. Not as much detail as they have in the, you know, when they're extended, but still not a bad little thing. I'll probably have her wings outstretched when I've got her on display. We'll see. She's also got a couple of extra hands, kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, but her hands are flat right there. Opposite of fists. They're flat. They're not fisted hands. So, I don't know, I'll probably be using the fisted hands when I have her on display. The other accessory that she came with are her wings, which I'll definitely be having her wearing those. And they do flail out a little bit, looking really nice. They're a little bit translucent, which is super cool. I like that a lot. Not a lot of detail on the backpack. It's pretty much a flat metallic silver with a little bit of red, a little bit of a little excess paint there, but not too bad really. They had about 4 or 5 of them, of the Marvel Wasp figures there at Walmart, so I picked through the best ones, mostly looking at the facial sculpt there. I'm terrible with actresses' names, and I forget what the actress name is, You can definitely comment on that if you like. I haven't seen her in many other things other than Wasp and Ant-Man and the Wasp, so it'd be cool if she's in Endgame, which is going to be out in just a few weeks. Are you excited? I'm excited. We've got Shazam this weekend. I'm not. I don't care. Although I care a little bit. But I'm so pumped for Endgame, and so is the rest of the world. It's breaking the internet, and I'm okay with it. Oh, come on. Her little ponytail's stuck in there real good. But I will probably be having her on display without the helmet, just because I like that a little bit better. There's her face right there. Let's see if this, see if that focuses like everybody on YouTube does, sort of. But yeah, the likeness of her face is pretty good. I think it looks more like her, maybe in the packaging rather than in real life. But I don't care. I'm super stoked to have her in my collection, you know, because Ant-Man needs a buddy. And there she is, out of the packaging, in her awesome action pose that she's so famous for in the movie. Whatever. I don't know what she's doing right now. Her wrists are all sorts of twisted and mangled. But sorry, my lighting is not the best right now. But you can see her face sticking through there, which is interesting because the Ant-Man one didn't have any facial sculpt inside of there. It's just a plain red visor, which, truth be told, I like better because then, you know, you can have it posed like he is there with his helmet next to him. But if you want to have the Wasp pose like that, you can see her face in there, and that's just creepy. It's like she's holding the severed head. But yeah, it's not bad. I think there's a little bit of scuffage on the helmet there, just kind of in one of those lenses, which I didn't notice when I was picking through the litter of the rest of them. Not too worried about it. Like I said, she's gonna be on display without her mask, so let's put her head on there, and you can see what I'm doing. There she is, maskless, looking not so pretty. Just kidding, that's Cole. Let's take that off. I know. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. She looks super dope. Boop! Without her helmet on, looking cool. It makes you think, like, what would happen if they shrunk down, or if they grew really big without their helmets on? Would their bodies stay that size, and then they'd have really little bodies or really big bodies depending on what they adjusted to? That would be freaky and probably kill them. That got dark quick. Anyways, we can obviously the paint apps are pretty nice all across the board. I'm not going to go into super amounts of detail, but one thing that the toy collectors, Marvel Legends collectors, do complain about so frequently is the lack of double jointed elbows, which, you know, to the casual consumer might not mean a lot to you. It doesn't mean a ton to me. It doesn't matter that much, but the more figures I collect, the more of a nuisance I see it to be. Because it does kind of suck only being able to bend her arm to a 90-degree increment. I can't really tell if Ant-Man over here, I guess he has a single jointed elbow too. So it's not just the ladies that suffer from single jointed elbows. It is the guys too. But some of them, I think, what was the review I watched the other night? It was a female figure. Oh, I think it's the new Endgame Black Widow. She's got double jointed elbows, and it looks pretty cool. But she does have the double jointed knees, which really come in handy if you're having her crouch down like that. And, you know, you've got your basic articulation, which isn't, range of motions isn't too bad. You are a little bit hindered on the wrist with these little wrist rockety looking things. So, you know, it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah. I thought her neck looked a little goofy for a second there, but once I readjusted her, she looked fine. So she's got a little bit of ab crunch, not too bad. Paint goes all the way up, which is appreciated if you have her in some kind of flight pose. Pretty flat tummy. This body does feel a lot like the Black Widow's, which is the only female MCU figures I've got to compare. But obviously, it's a completely different sculpt, at least on the top portion. I'm not going to compare them side by side, but you get the deal. There is no ankle pivot, which, you know, some people really complain about, and if you've got her in a more dynamic pose, that does suck. But all in all, I do like the figure a lot. Let's get the wings on her while we're messing around. There is no articulation in the ponytail, which that kind of sucks. You do just have to be careful with that. I wonder if it's going to pose a problem when I've got the wings on there. They have it. Oh, you know what? I think it'll be okay, because they give you enough room. It's a very flowy ponytail. So oh, look at that. That looks sweet. That looks really cool. And obviously, if you don't want the wings, you can just throw that on there, so it, you know, finishes off the figure. But yeah, if you want to have her hold her helmet, it's gonna look a little creepy, well, unless you've got it really far away, like my figures are displayed, and you might be able to get away with it. Or I might just have her hold it backwards or something, or not at all, you know. Oh, okay, I get it. So if you wanted to use these hands, they'd come in handy if she's like flying. That makes a lot of sense, I guess. Or, you know, just doing some kung fu looking hands. But yeah, let's I don't know, let's get them just for shits and gigs. This isn't how I'll have them on display, but you know, you get the idea, just to have them side by side there. And there they are. Ant-Man and Wasp, looking sweet. Everybody. So I am super stoked to add Wasp to the collection. Super duper looking forward to Endgame here in just a couple of weeks. It's kind of snuck up on us. So I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about anything Marvel, whether it's you know, action figures, if you're collecting anything, or if you're excited about any of the Marvel movies, or if you're strictly into the comics, or if you just whatever. Just leave a comment on the down below there, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.